Hello and welcome to my channel, you guys. Today we are making coffee cake. Please tell me why coffee cake is named coffee cake when there's no coffee in it at all. Let me know in the comments, you guys. To start off for this recipe, we're gonna put in our butter and our white sugar, and you can use your mixer, you can use a spatula. I use my hand mixer to combine everything. I did use a spatula just to make sure everything is well combined, and it's gonna look just like this. Now we're going to add in our eggs one at a time. It's only 2 eggs for this recipe, and we're going to go ahead and mix it until everything is combined. Go ahead and add your second egg and mix till everything is combined. This recipe is super simple, you guys, and I'm so happy I'm sharing this because I haven't had coffee cake in years. Now I'm going to put some vanilla, good quality vanilla. Use what you got, but I use a good quality vanilla. It does make a difference with your cake. And we're going to continue to mix our batter until everything is put together well combined. After everything is well combined, we are going to put sour cream, and we're going to also put our baking soda. We're going to put in our salt, and we're going to mix to combine again. Growing up in the Bronx, I enjoyed coffee cakes so much as a young girl. You'd either find it in a diner or a corner store, a deli, doesn't matter. But I just remember how delicious it was growing up. And I'm just so happy that I found a recipe that reminds me of the coffee cake I used to get years ago. My son is helping me. He decided that he was going to help. So we're going to add in some flour, and we're going to mix till everything is combined again. I'm so sorry that I keep on using the word combine, but that's just what I can use, vocabulary terminology that I can use for this recipe is to combine because we're making cake. So I'm just mixing it right here. The batter for this cake is going to be a bit thick. It's not going to be thin. It's going to be thick. So I use a spatula to just make sure everything is well combined together, that there's no flour in there. So I advise you to do the same thing when making this cake. Now that our batter is done, we're going to go ahead and make the crumbles for our cake. And it's pretty simple. We're just going to start off with sugar, flour. We're going to use brown sugar and also white sugar for this crumbs. And we're going to also put some cornstarch with this mixture. And that is about it. It's very simple. Not that it's only simple, it's also very delicious on top of our coffee cake, I have to say. I forgot to mention that I also put cinnamon, which is a very important ingredient with our crumbles. I also don't want you guys to worry too much. The recipe will be in the description. Now we're gonna melt some butter. I use a stick and a half, melted it, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it inside my crumble mix, and we're just going to mix it, and that is it. Very simple. Now we're just going to take our pan and we're going to go ahead and put butter on our pan, or you can use parchment paper. I chose to use butter with no parchment paper, and you're just going to put in your pan, and we're going to put our batter, and we're going to put it in the oven so we can finally get to the best part, which is eating the cake. Remember, I said that the batter is pretty thick. I don't want you to worry and think that the recipe is not correct. This is exactly how the consistency of the batter will be. We're going to go ahead and put our crumbles on top. I put a good amount. You just use your judgment how much you would like to use. And then I poured some more batter on top and put some more crumbs on top of it again. It's very simple, very easy, very nice. I'm going to place it in my oven for about 30 to 40 minutes at 350 Fahrenheit. And that is it, you guys. We finally made it to the end. The best part, cutting our cake. Okay, hold on. I'm going a little too fast for y'all. I'm sorry. So we're going to put some powdered sugar on top. That's totally optional, but I think that it adds, like a cherry on top with this cake. And it also looks very pretty. And that's how I remember coffee cake to be, with the powdered sugar on top. So I'm just cutting it, and I'm going to show you guys how it looks inside. It looks so good. And when I tell you that this thing was moist, I know a lot of you guys hate that word moist, but I have to say it was moist tender, so delicious, and it wasn't too sweet. You would think that this cake would be sweet, but it really wasn't. It was balanced, and I absolutely love it. I hate things that's too sweet, and this is definitely on top of my list, like one of my favorites. So happy for this recipe. Now, my son was waiting and anticipating for his piece of cake. Gave him the piece of cake, and he said he enjoyed it. He loved it, and I hope you guys make this recipe. Go ahead and like and subscribe and enjoy.